gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull.
Earlier, we already unboxed the Honor Magic RSR Porsche Design Edition and gave you a first look at its overall design. Today, we're diving deeper to explore what really makes this version stand out. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Compared to the other variants, the RSR Porsche Design feels more energetic and refined, with a stronger sense of motion and elegance. The iconic octagonal camera mirror has been reworked, and the triple camera layout now draws inspiration from the headlight shape of the Porsche 911, something car enthusiasts will immediately recognize in the upper left corner. Paired with the raised center section on the back, the whole design leans heavily into a sporty, performance-focused vibe. Based on our measurements, the thinnest point of the phone comes in at 8.55 millimeters, while the camera module protrudes less than 6 millimeters from the back. The lines you see on the rear panel aren't decorative for the sake of it. They're carefully designed to echo the aerodynamic curves of Porsche sports cars. When you hold the phone, the surface feels smooth, but if you lightly run a fingernail across it, the texture becomes noticeable, adding a subtle sense of craftsmanship. There are two color options to choose from: Moonstone Slab Salt Gray and Slab Salt Gray. Moonstone Gray delivers a quiet, luxurious feel inspired by Porsche's exclusive custom paint finishes. It appears more lively, with tones that shift depending on how the light hits it. Slab Salt Gray leans toward a grayish-blue shade, giving it a clean, refined, neutral look. Thanks to the ultra-microcrystalline nano-ceramic back panel, the phone also feels warmer and more pleasant to the touch. Compared to the standard glass version and the fiberglass material used on the Pro model, the RSR edition clearly feels more premium. Its surface hardness exceeds 8.5 by default, which also improves scratch resistance. The brushed metal frame is color-matched with the back panel, resulting in a cleaner and more unified appearance. If you're worried about weight and thickness, our test unit, including the factory-installed screen protector, came in at 244.9 grams. That's actually lighter than the Huawei Master microphone, even though both use ceramic materials. As a true flagship, it also supports full-rated dust and water resistance with IP68, IP69, and IP69K certifications. When it comes to imaging, this Gem Festival Design Edition introduces an all-new ultra-night imaging system. Powered by an AI engine, it brings comprehensive improvements across 4 key areas: night photography, stabilization, portraits, and original color rendering. You can pause here to check out the detailed camera hardware specifications. One important highlight is that both the main camera and the telephoto lens have been upgraded to the industry-leading SEPA 6.5 level image stabilization. Now let's move on to real-world samples. With the Image Original Color Engine, color accuracy is handled very well. For example, in the Mammoth Fur sample, Honor accurately captures the natural brown tones. In comparison shots, you can see the overall imaging approach clearly. In night scenes, the main camera performs impressively, delivering balanced brightness. When zooming in on details like the butterfly lamp, the texture and surface imperfections remain clearly visible. Shifting to the telephoto lens, we matched all 3 lenses to similar framing for a fair comparison. Honor's exposure strategy is noticeably brighter overall. In terms of central sharpness, the differences between the devices aren't dramatic, but Honor really stands out in how it reproduces the blue tones of the window. We've praised Honor's telephoto performance before, and this time the brand has adjusted the AI activation range to 8x zoom, which is a more practical and commonly used focal length. Comparing AI on and off, the change may seem subtle at first, but once you zoom in, the AI-enhanced details in darker areas become obvious. Compared to other phones at the same zoom level, Honor retains more shadow detail and clearer brick textures. Next, let's check out night scene performance. Honor's images appear clean overall, and when zooming into elements like the clock, noise control is handled well. In comparison, Apple's night shots may show less aggressive noise reduction. Looking at bright lighting conditions, Honor does a solid job controlling highlights, and the dynamic range is surprisingly strong. Finally, here's a look at the wide-angle lens, with comparisons taken at different times of day to show how it performs across various lighting conditions. Honor has gone all in on AI this time, bringing in a bunch of smart new features. The first one is AI Inspiration Assist. A lot of guys struggle with angles and poses when taking photos of their girlfriends, and this feature is clearly designed for that exact situation. Inspiration Assist can recognize the scene and automatically suggest suitable poses for the person you're photographing. You just follow along and copy the suggestion. Honestly, if the photo still doesn't turn out well after that, it's probably not on you anymore. When it comes to shooting people, Honor also introduces AI Ultra Clear Portrait. The main camera performs especially well indoors, delivering accurate skin tones with very little influence from complex lighting. On top of that, Honor applies a subtle level of beauty enhancement, making portraits look natural and pleasant while reducing the need for extra editing later. While most brands focus on standard live photos, Honor takes a slightly different route. Tap the live photo button in the top right corner, and you'll see options like slow motion, motion phantom, and motion clone. Once you try them out, the results are lively and fun, and the whole creation process is surprisingly easy. You don't need any special skills to get something that looks cool. Next up, let's talk about the display. The Honor Magic 8 RSR Gemstone Design Edition uses a 6.71-inch equal depth 4 micro curved screen. Compared to a flat panel, this kind of micro curved design feels much smoother when your fingers glide along the edges, whether you're swiping from the sides or the bottom. This is something Honor has always paid a lot of attention to. The screen resolution is 2808 by 1256 with a pixel density of 457, a 120 Hz refresh rate at full DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, a full area low power LTPO panel, and Honor's signature Oasis eye protection technology. Overall, the display hardware is basically the same as what you get on the Honor Magic 8 Pro. One standout feature here is the front-facing 3D depth sensing camera, paired with 3D fingerprint recognition. This allows for fast and reliable unlocking even in low-light environments, which is still quite rare among this year's new phones. In terms of brightness, manual full white brightness reaches 857 nits, and under strong light it goes beyond 1800 nits, which is more than bright enough for outdoor use. As for the system experience, we've already tried Honor's Easy Video Call feature before, which lets you interact face-to-face with AI in a very natural way. The interaction feels smooth and intuitive. For example, it can help you plan nearby travel routes. If you're around Central Avenue, you can simply ask it to plan a trip around that area, and it'll put together a full-day itinerary. Around 8:30 in the morning, the experience feels far more natural than traditional voice or image input. Some details, like connecting to Wi-Fi in certain restaurants, don't even require manual steps. Just point the phone at the information and it automatically recognizes it and connects for you. The whole process feels effortless and comfortable. Other flagship level features are all here as well, including industry-leading dual 1216 speakers and dual satellite communication support via Beidou and Tiantong. This is truly a no-compromise setup. In terms of performance, the phone is powered by a dual Supreme configuration. The Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor paired with Supreme Edition LPDR5X memory. In theory, this delivers up to 10.7 gigabits memory transfer speeds, which greatly improves app responsiveness and AI processing efficiency. Without wasting time, we put it straight into a heavy gaming test with Genshin Impact. Running at 60 frames per second on ultra-high settings for 30 minutes, even the 1% low frame rate stayed at 58.7. On the thermal side, the highest temperature recorded was 41.5 degrees Celsius on the front and 40.8 degrees on the back. Total power consumption was just 4.12 watts. In another high-load test with Arena of Valor at maximum settings for 30 minutes, the average frame rate came in at 59.7. The peak temperatures reached 45.6 degrees on the front and 45.7 on the back, which is solid and well within expectations. Now let's talk about battery and charging. The Honor Magic 8 RSR packs a massive 7200 mAh new generation Qinghai Lake battery with support for 120-watt wired fast charging and 80 watts wireless fast charging. That's a very generous setup. In real-world testing that included 5 common activities like web browsing, watching videos, and recording, the phone still had 66% battery remaining. Charging from 1% to 100% took 46 minutes, while a full charge cycle took around 1 hour and 17 minutes, with peak charging power reaching 91 watts. The biggest highlight of the Honor Magic 8 RSR Gemstone Design Edition is still its design. It successfully blends gemstone supercar-inspired elements with refined smartphone craftsmanship. The fresh color options and the ultra micro mirror nano-ceramic body make it instantly recognizable and undeniably premium. On the camera side, the 200 megapixel Super Night imaging system combined with the new AI engine and the UU Imaging Intelligent Assistant all add extra appeal. For users who care about performance, and especially for those who love gemstone-inspired designs, this phone is definitely worth considering. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you again in the in-depth review. Bye.